Hey guys, so per request, here is my study with me video. So I'm basically just going to show you guys clips of what I do and then maybe kind of explain it as I go. So I am starting off the night with a little bit of studying. I don't have much to do. I just had a test yesterday on Monday, which went alright. It went good. It was a really hard test for me, even though it was like mostly biochem. I just feel like it was too much to take in for 1 week, so it was crazy, but I passed, so that's good. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm studying now, which is diabetes and insulin and glucagon, and we're starting like the endocrine part of the gastrointestinal block. So to start off, I have all of my notes written down here, and I use my iPad once again, and this is just everything I took yesterday on insulin and glucagon. And I just like to review it. So usually I use the Kaplan Q Bank, which our school gave us access to for 18 months, which is super cool. So this is what the Kaplan Q Bank looks like. A lot of medical school students buy this and end up using it to study for their Step 1 exam. And we've been using this because our tests are based off of the Step 1 exam questions, or old recycled Step 1 exams. So usually I go under this tab, Recommendations and Resources, and then I click on what we're studying. So we're doing endocrine right now, and they have this really cool option where you can look at different videos where they explain to you a specific topic, and they also have PDFs you can read about it if you want to learn more about it. And I just started using this and learning about it, so this is what I'm going to be doing tonight, is looking at videos and taking any notes on my iPad if there's extra notes in there. So here is the site. Right now I am learning about insulin and glucagon, and wow, there's a video right there just on insulin and glucagon, so I'm going to be watching that.
By the alpha cells. The main stimulus that promotes glucagon secretion is hypoglycemia. On the other hand, stimuli that inhibit its secretion include hyperglycemia, insulin.
So now we have a question that came up in the middle of the video, which is really cool. It says, true or false, hyperglycemia, insulin, and somatostatin are inhibitors of glucose. So the answer is hyperglycemia, you have enough glucose, so you don't need glucagon. Insulin inhibits glucagon, and somatostatin also inhibits glucagon, so the answer is true. And then you can click resume video.
Now, let's describe in more detail the actions of insulin.
So today is day 2 of studying. I am now doing everything for this Friday's lecture. So for this Friday I have to learn all the drugs for diabetes. So I'm currently using the Pharmacology book, and I'm going to start reading that and taking notes on that. So you guys, I guess, can watch as I do that. Got my apple with peanut butter. I need a little bit of food brain energy. And now I'm going to start my pharmacology. So continuing the study video, it's now officially the weekend where I have a ton of time to study, which is super exciting. Studying calcium, and we're looking at the parathyroid hormone, calcitonin, and vitamin D and how that's made. So I did this before, actually. I noticed that I already took notes like a couple of months back. We learned about this during our first 6 weeks with the intro to medicine and stuff. So I have notes on it already, so these are the notes I already took on it right here, and basically I'm just like rereading it to make sure that I remember what I remembered back then. And it's all really interesting. It's like hormones and endocrine stuff, and I've learned this before in anatomy, so it's cool to like relearn it and see what I know and what I don't know. So I'm just going to be taking notes like I normally do, but yeah, that's what I have planned for the day. So next up we have histology, and the reading this week was a lot more than it normally is, so that's why I've been working on it so much this week. But anyway, this is all on the endocrine organs, and I'm not a big fan of histology because I don't know what's going on ever, but they have all these like different pictures and like slides that you look at, and they're like, oh, this is like, for example, where's this picture? This is a pineal gland. I'm like, oh really it is? It's because they told me, because I have no idea what that is. But anyway, it's not one of my favorite books, definitely not, but it kind of helps like visualize it. Sometimes we have a lot of like histology questions on our exams that we need to know. Now that I know everything in regards to like histology and physiology and all that fun stuff, I am doing the pathology of all this stuff, and it's kind of crazy. This is the most reading I think they've ever given us in our whole life, so I'm kind of dying.
60.
And I've been doing this non-stop all day. I haven't moved much. Probably should move soon. Hey guys, so this is basically the end of my 2-week study video. You guys have been following me on this journey for a super long time, and you guys got to see what I typically do to prepare for an exam. So it starts from day 1 and continues for 2 weeks until the exam. So tomorrow is my endocrine exam, and I also have some male reproductive on there too, which is kind of random, but the last 2 weeks I guess are just going to be focused on female reproductive, and that's going to be our last test for the GER block, which stands for gastrointestinal, endocrine, and reproductive blocks. So that's really exciting that we are done with another block. And then I'm actually going to be like on a kind of 1-week break, but we still have to go to class. It's called intersession. It's just like a time for us to relax. But basically this is what I like to do the day before the exam. So I kind of just like go over first aid and pathoma, and I look through the sections that are relevant. So I did endocrine and male reproductive for both of these. And then I normally just do like Kaplan Q-Bank and just do practice questions all day to see how I'm doing and if I'm ready and if I'm not. That's sad, but usually I don't do terrible, so it just like helps me like get organized and ready for what the questions might be like. Of course, Kaplan is so much harder than my tests are normally, but it still kind of helps me prepare for the exam and what to expect question-wise. It's been, I don't know, this like block has been really interesting. This endocrine section has been intense. I feel like it was just a lot thrown at us. So hopefully I have most of it down and what I need to know down. I guess we'll find out tomorrow, but I studied as much as I possibly could. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful or inspiring. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.